All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Night Soul. Didn't take long. So, I just beat this game recently, like last week, and it was great. And I thought about potentially doing a challenge, which is what I'm now doing. Basically, there's a lot of ways to upgrade yourself in this game, which is really useful for boss fights and such, just general combat. But the thing is that you can do this, and if you can parry, then you can pretty much survive anything. There's a few things. Some attacks require a bit more mobility to dodge. Some require the unbounded counter, which is something you'll unlock later. So here's the rules basically. No skills. So I'm not going to unlock any of these, which means no deflecting, no shadow strike, only a single key charge, no running, there's like a few other abilities. So none of these. What are these? I think the bow. Okay, so I'm not sure about the bow. I'll have to decide on if I allow the bow or not, because I don't think the bow is required. Jades, no Jades either. I don't even have the Jade system unlocked, so I can't look at it. But no Jades, no Tau fruit. The fruit that you get around the map, they give you like a slight damage, and or they have a slight boost to your damage and talisman. So I'm not picking those up either. Basically, the only thing that I'm allowed to get are the mandatory upgrades, or not upgrades, but abilities that are required to beat the game, essentially. So I think basically the abilities that you unlock from the root nodes, those are going to be the only things that I get, and then maybe the bow. I could pick up the bow and not use it unless it's like absolutely necessary. There's a few sections that I'm a little bit worried are going to be really difficult without the bow, but it's not going to be upgraded anyway. Hello, welcome to the stream. So I'm going to try to beat the game. Not the true ending, by the way. I could go for the true ending, I guess. I'm not 100% sure what the requirements are, but I don't like the idea of having to like look around the map for the handful of key items that I need without knowing all their locations, unless I had like a map available or something. Because if I end up exploring the map looking for all these like hidden things, that's just gonna take just as long as like a full playthrough anyway. So this is not a speedrun, but it's kind of a speedrun because I'm gonna try to take the fastest route through the game because I don't need any upgrades. I have no reason to explore, right? The only thing that I need to do is progress. So I don't need to explore for upgrades or for money or for whatever. So I'm like somewhat familiar with the don't mind me taking damage immediately. I'm somewhat familiar with the speedrun route, as in I've beaten the game twice already, and I've also watched people beat the game twice. So really, if I wanted to, I could just run through this whole area, and I could do this for the entire game. This is the like fastest way to move without the air dash. If I could do this, really, if I wanted to. Why do I care about these enemies? They don't give me anything. Favorite? Already asking all the questions. Okay, the final boss obviously is really good. So I probably have to say that's my favorite boss. The Fangs are probably second, and then Lady Ethereal third. That's the top three. Favorite character is probably the shopkeeper dude. I forget his name, but he's pretty cool. Also, I'm skipping all the cutscenes. You can't skip the cutscenes. You can skip the dialogue, but we're gonna be skipping most of this. So if you care about the story, play the game yourself. Or watch someone else play. I don't know. But not this one. And if you haven't seen anything about Nine Souls, I recommend going and playing the game. Because it's very good. And worth not spoiling yourself on. I really like the final boss arena though. I really like the 3D effect they have going there. But yeah, both of them. Oh, come on. You had to turn around. Here? Chio, I don't know. I'm already bad at pronunciation, and it being in a different language doesn't help. So yeah, I have. Is the audio too loud? I guess we're not really. I can lower it a little bit. Oh, this is the main path. Yeeks. This is gonna be very interesting because like a handful of boss fights are gonna be really difficult, but the rest of the game is gonna be just like running past everything. I mean, there's some forced combat, of course, outside of the bosses, like this right here. Of course, the beginning is going to be the easiest because you're expected not to have any upgrades anyway. I pressed that too late. Fine. So you can jump to cancel the end lag of the triple slash. Or turn around. Oh, the game didn't freeze. So you can do this. I'm not very good at it though. So I prefer jumping, but sometimes you can kind of get... Oh, I didn't actually need to pick that up. How many items are there that you need to pick up that are actually like required? I guess there's like an elevator pass at some point. I guess there's not really that many. Everything is pretty much in your abilities. I don't really need to pick up anything. I mean, if I pick up a few things here and there, except for the fruits, the fruit that actually give you an increase in damage, I'm gonna try to remember to not pick those up. Pretty good for my first time playing. Yeah, definitely. So I'm pretty much only going in here for the Missignet, because you need that. No. Minor time loss. Do I actually need to talk to you? I do.
奏营关窍，哼，无卡。
I've thought about speedrunning this game, definitely. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But I don't think I'm probably not going to actually do any runs. Maybe I could do like a single run. But I don't know. The thing is that if I do one run, it's not going to be very good because I have no practice. So to actually get like one good run is actually like 10 attempts worth of practicing it, you know? Or something like that. So I kind of just don't want to put in the time. Especially since one speedrun, I think like the record for no major glitches is like 3 hours. It's like a bit over 3 hours. Any percent is also is a lot faster, but it's like it uses so many glitches. It's like kind of a mess. Like half of the run is like boss fights because you have no damage upgrades or no abilities. You get like the air dash and then skip everything else. Oh my goodness. All right. I guess I'll go and get this. That slow animation, just walking back a little bit. Is that really necessary? I guess you could avoid getting this too. It's just fast travel. I'm gonna say it's not a big deal. Because it's not a combat upgrade. That's the main point of this. No increases in health and damage and stuff like that, because that actually makes quite a big difference. But yeah, the bow, I'm debating if I should pick up the bow or not, because it's technically not necessary, right? It's not actually used for progression. So I could skip it, and I'm not doing the true ending or anything. I imagine you need the bow for that. But also the bow is like really good to have because there's a handful of fights that I'm really concerned about that are more like fighting groups of enemies, and the concern is that if my DPS is not high enough, enemies will just keep on spawning and piling up and make the fights like much more difficult, you know. Oh, do you get it automatically? I guess if there's a point where you just get it automatically, then I don't have a choice. But maybe I won't pick it up. But the fights that I'm concerned about are like pretty far in the game. I believe I want to go this direction. Yep. Fights like this one right here. I mean, this is really early, of course, but you know, enemies tend to spawn on a timer. So if you don't deal enough damage to kill them, they keep on spawning at the same rates. And obviously the bow is really good for those situations. Ow. Maybe I'm rushing a little bit too much. I have to wait for this cycle anyway. Or maybe you could have reached the cycle if I ran past all of those. Here's the first upgrade that I'm actually gonna get. These green attacks, from watching some other people play, it looks like other people don't struggle nearly as much with the green attacks. That's something that was very difficult for me. My first playthrough. Because it's green, or it's red and then it becomes green. I think that there's like 3 types of red attacks. There's the red attacks that turn green. There's the red attacks that you're supposed to unbound counter, which I think like have an orb. Like the orb that they create, like is the tell for if you can unbound counter it. And then there's the red attacks that are so fast that you're just supposed to dodge it. Or like fire and stuff like that, like AoE effects that you can't parry, or you just have to dodge. Lore thing. Is it that the person who trains you is supposed to be Lear? Nope, don't go that way. I think he says that in your last conversation, or second to last. Yeah, I don't care about spoilers anymore. You guys can talk about whatever you want. Oh, well, okay. I'm not entirely sure how it all works out. There's actually a little bit of optimization of trying to dash as close to the the trigger as possible so that you can get some distance. It's stuff like this. And that was not the best way to approach that. I just dare that dude need to just die. That wasn't a very good. I didn't do that very well. So it is time travel. Quick! Oh, hi friends. No. I don't think this is something that it's 100% confirmed by the game. It's kind of speculation.
Pas non. Non, bon. Non, fakti.
家牛逼死，就待57年。
Bonk. You really can't just run past everything if you want. Nope, don't care. Coming up to the first boss, which I don't think will be very difficult at all. Okay, maybe stop doing that. Goodness. So I'm pretty sure that the talisman is worth using. I think the damage works out so that, you know, given an opportunity, you should probably use the talisman. Especially if you can't just sit still and do this. Because maybe doing this is higher DPS. But, you know, usually bosses are moving around, they won't just stand still and let you do that. And, the talisman kind of acts as a dash if you want to, like, get on the other side of an enemy to dodge an attack. Or if the enemy is, like, running away, the talisman still does damage. I can use it a bit in this fight, actually. Hello. Welcome to the stream. All right. Oh. Everybody. Yeah, keep doing that. I missed. Probably be a little bit further away. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do the talisman. Okay. That went pretty well. What is this? I don't need it. There's actually one attack in that fight that's like has a really awkward timing. Or I guess it like comes out a little bit faster than you'd expect. But even if it does hit you, it's not really that much damage. Like a single attack. Bow skips. You can use the charge strike and the talisman and the bow to as like a horizontal dash of sorts. I suppose that means you could skip the air dash, I guess. Although it's well, you can dash through lasers and stuff, so maybe that is useful. I'm not sure. How many like mid-air lasers are there for you to dodge through? So I think I'm gonna skip the bow. Can I get the bow later? Yeah, so I could get the bow like at any point really. And see, like maybe if there's a point where I can't actually progress any further unless I have the bow. I think that maybe with enough attempts that, you know. I mean, I don't think there's like really strict rules about this. I'm kind of making this up on my own. I mean, I know that other people have definitely done this challenge. Where do we need to go from here? I think I literally just continue. We immediately go to the farm area, right? Now, I'm not entirely sure of any like speedrun skips other than just going through the game while ignoring everything else. Of course, actually a real speedrun would like go out of their way to get like damage upgrades and stuff, which is something that makes routing really difficult. Yeah, I go up here. Like, if it takes 5 minutes to go and grab a damage upgrade, does that damage upgrade save 5 minutes later in the run? That's like so much testing and like timing stuff. It's not something that you worry about in Rain World at all. My game only has pretty much only movement. I guess there's stuff like Vulture Masks, right? I don't know if you can skip this. Like, oh, should I spend like 30 minutes to get or 30 seconds to get a Vulture Mask to stay safe in this next area? Which technically doesn't save any time, but you know, it's much safer. So if you actually want to finish a run any year. 9 whole souls. This is kind of crazy, I know. Maybe even a bit of a spoiler, but there's actually 10 souls. So this entire game is kind of fake, really. I want to see if there's a skip that I can do in a bit. Oh, he missed anyway. Oh wait, actually I should kill this guy first. So if I use the nip to go over here, drop the rope down. By the way, if you jump on this platform, it just falls. So yeah, you can skip that. I've not read the comic. No. Not the emote. I need to be careful with my heals. I only have 2 heals, which only fills like the entire health bar once, right? Okay, was that considered as like an attack on the other side? See there, all my health is gone. Or all my heals. Now, I can go up there for a very cool scene, or I could just skip it. It is funny how much you really can just ignore everything. No. You're really gonna walk back into it?
คนชั่วริมอีฮ่า you saw
You know, you don't need to share everything in the chat. Games with optional gameplay. Hell yeah. Maybe there's some sort of sci-fi explanation for this. It kind of bothers me how her flying animation is like barely an animation at all. She's basically just floating. Yeah, there are quite a few floating things and like homing projectiles and such. And I go, okay, I guess that's just a thing in this world. By the way, you can do this the moment you enter this area. Next ability, which is actually a damage upgrade. This is like one of the very few damage upgrades in this whole run. But it is required, so I will use it. Soft lock %. I mean, why would anyone want to watch like an hour-long speedrun when you could watch like a 2-minute long video with a funny name? Stand there? I think you need to actually get close to them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, a boss fight against this guy would have been so sick. As like a secret boss. That was like You know, fairly difficult. But I guess it's not really that fitting. I don't know. My major complaints about this game is that there's not as much heavier moveset. Yeah. It'd be kind of like a you know, the spots where you're fighting yourself, but not quite. That's a somewhat common thing in games. Goodbye. Goodbye. Never talked to the Elderbug. Yeah, sort of. Like, who's this guy who just like keeps running around? And then you show up. Twitch stream is saved. Well, now you just said it, so now the stream is gonna fall apart. Thank you very much. It's actually kind of crazy how much you could skip in this area. Like, I'm already done. Bye. Well, in that particular room. I think I'm using the charge strike too much. I think in terms of DPS, it is worse. But, you know, if you can charge up a strike while waiting, like while you're dodging, then it's like optimal. Did they really need to do this whole setup? Are they not capable of self-propelling boats? Ow. Oops, I timed that wrong. No, it's this one. Yeah, that's where the enemy jumps in. Thank you for jumping into that. You know what? Goodbye. Yeah, maybe they're just a little bit evil. That was the wrong direction. I guess I'll just let them pile up down there. Probably best to deal with enemies as they show up, not whatever this is. What are you doing down here? Oh my goodness. I really did do that. Oh, you're already here. Sorry about that. Okay, really try to just like fight the enemies and not just leave them alone. That was a mistake. Is that really a big problem? I've heard someone else say the same thing, that like, oh, some things have like tweening animations instead of frame by frame. Like, how dare they? Like, is that a big problem? Oh my goodness. You got destroyed. I should just get rid of this guy. He has no health at all. Nice one. I guess. How well does that work? My hunter run is such a joke. If you go and watch that video, I get a bunch of colored pearls for no reason. I trade with the scavengers just for fun. The explosive spear was just a coincidence. I was like, oh, I guess I'll just hold on to the spear. I do some other things that are not. I was just messing around, honestly. I would not recommend that strategy unless you just happen across an explosive spear. By the way, this is kind of funny because you're supposed to be in the middle of dialogue here. Seriously. I also got a really lucky jetfish at some points. I also spent like a good minute trying to get a pearl for the scavenger, only to find another pearl that was just sitting there, so I just got rid of the old one that took a minute to get. And there's also a death in that run. I was basically like, maybe I was like, I feel like doing a speed run right now, but I didn't want to spend attempts on it, so I just did one run and then I submitted it. Alright, this will be fun. I don't have a bow, which is a pretty big help in this fight. This fight is kind of interesting because there's two ways to do it. There's one which is try to fight it like a normal boss, which is fairly difficult. Or there's the option of running away and using the charge strike repeatedly from a distance, which is also pretty effective but also kind of boring. Hey. I totally messed that up. Okay, that was good. Okay, this will take 3 cycles. Why am I so bad at that timing? Ow. This is one of the very few fights in the game with only one phase out of the main bosses. Oh, nice. Oh, she fell down eventually. I didn't think that'd do that much damage. That last talisman. Can I leave you? And not? Okay.
照顾我，凶手！拿提罗棍！
I messed up you. Why would you do this? You're the main character. You're supposed to be good, right? I don't know. It seems like the general opinion of most players is that this is the worst fight out of the souls. And yeah, it is maybe a little underwhelming. Only one phase that is just kind of like repeated. Nothing changes throughout the fight, really. You can. I spent a decent amount of time in the battle memories fighting the bosses and trying to like optimize them. And you can one cycle that boss, which is pretty neat. But the speed kill is like less than a minute. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Time loss. I should have had the strike charged already. I don't need that. Actually, I think it would help to fast travel to this later. Hello. Oh wait, I should have fast traveled right now. Technically, the horn is not required to beat the game, so I could have skipped it. Oh, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I guess the point specifically is that I'm not getting any combat upgrades. So no jades, no skills, no root. Which is gonna be very fun when I get to the later bosses and I deal no damage at all. Although I might try to really optimize unbound counters, because that is a required upgrade, right? I think it is. Surely there's like one door that you need to open. What if there's a way to skip this? The trigger is probably like a solid wall. A very, very spooky warning, by the way. It is very interesting that you can't see anything here. Like, this room changes so much throughout the game. I wonder if it's like more like the room is actually like stuff that's actually happening, or if it's like an illusion of sorts from the Soulscape. Regular slashes. You know, you deal a pretty big amount of internal damage without even really trying from the green attacks and the unbounded counters. So that's like twice as much damage that you need to deal. Excuse me. He didn't even notice. Also, there's definitely a way to do this room faster. Yeah, you can probably make that somewhat easily. Your regular, like, slash combo is probably, like, the lowest amount of damage that you can actually deal. Like, out of all of the weapons that you have, it's the weakest. Especially Eggnog. I just noticed that. Yeah, let's call her Eggnog. She's very fast and tends to dodge the third hit of the combo. So you end up actually dealing like half of your regular damage. Oh, that's great. Because the first two hits deal... Or the third hit deals twice the damage of the first two hits. So, you're losing out on half of your damage by missing that third hit so often. Oh man, I wonder if you could do this in a faster cycle. Oh damn, his head. The head just rolling into the room. Am I on the right cycle here? Yeah, I'm chilling. Wait, do I forget how I do this room. If I just go in this direction, what is over here? Something, I think something prevents you from moving this way. Right, the bridge. So I think actually... Wait, you can take this elevator? That goes down. Does this... If this also goes the right way, that's great. Hey. No, don't... Oh, that was so unfortunate. Out of everywhere that I could have healed. Well, I don't need to go back and retrieve, like, I don't really lose anything when I die, right? I don't care about money or XP. I don't think there's anything that you need to buy other than upgrades for yourself, right? This part of the map is such a maze, though. Right, okay, so I was driven to the same place anyway. Shoot. I'm sure you could skip this. You know what? I'm gonna try to skip it. Come over here. And do your really slow attack. Nice hitbox. I know some people complain about the hitboxes in this game, which are very generous in favor of the bosses. I think the point is that you're not supposed to dodge stuff. Well, you can't dodge like some attacks, you know, but the main point is that you parry everything, right? And if you're trying to parry, then you'd rather the boss actually hit you, you know? Here we go. Although I think there's some attacks that are a little bit annoying with like reaching behind the boss. So you like dash behind them to dodge it, but then you get hit anyway. It's like, okay, really don't dodge this. You really have to parry this. I don't know how many people like try to like do that often. Like get behind a boss and attack them instead of parrying. Oh, I can move quickly now. Can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna do this constantly, am I? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Because the dash also gives you iframes, right? So I guess if there's a situation where there's a laser, I think there actually is in the factory, or not the factory, the warehouse. There are some lasers that you have to jump and then dash through, so you couldn't do the talisman. But you know, I guess maybe it's possible to get like through most of the game without it. Here it is. Okay, literally right here. Here's an example. Okay, I don't have a double jump still. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. So this is the point where my like speedrun knowledge is much lower. I don't exactly know the best route through these areas. I've only seen the first like only the very first part of the actual speedrun. Otherwise, I'm not entirely confident like the fastest way to go through these areas. Like I try to remember like where the optional stuff is. Hello. This guy is probably my least favorite character. Ow. Wow, I get sent back here? Okay. Sometimes killing the enemies actually makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Okay, they use these kind of lasers constantly, so yeah, you do need the air dash. What was that? I like double parried something. You do it like this. That's the way you're supposed to do it. And I think I go up here. And actually just continue in this direction. Unless I actually need to go up. I'm not sure. Is this where you leave? That might be like leading to the boss room. Yeah, his character is basically that he's like an old guy, and that's it. I don't actually remember. This is not a good place to be. This is this actually the right direction? Next to that chest up there, does that lead anywhere? Yes, it does. Summed up accurately. I barely said anything. Wait, does this also lead to an option? I hope this is actually the way to progress. It kind of feels like it isn't. You can just cancel their attack with by hitting them once. I kind of have a feeling that this isn't anything. Platform at the bottom. Is there? So that didn't lead anywhere. Or no, this is the next area. That didn't lead anywhere. I think I go higher here. Because that's supposed to exit out that direction. Keep going this way, and then go up in this room. Or no. Yeah. This is the right room. Here's the root node. There's something else that this game does constantly where there's a lot of ways to open up a path back to oh no, I remember. It's the layout here. There's like a main path and like a side path. Nice hitbox. And or not a side path. I mean like there's a shortcut that leads you back to no, I can't progress. You actually do need the robot. But you take the main path, and then you eventually open up a shortcut so that you can get to that path faster from the like the closest root node, right? And something that I did a lot in my first playthrough is constantly miss the shortcut. So I would just keep moving forward on the main path, and eventually I still deflected it. And eventually, you know, I would die and then not be able to take the shortcut path because I just didn't open it. I should just like ignore this thing. Or that worked out better. Is there actually a health bar in this section? Or I guess, does the robot have health, and can you see the health? Because I couldn't see anything there. Indicates there's any threats to me. But surely, you know, if you just sit there and take all the damage.
文期必胜。
It's funny that you can actually skip one of these cutscenes. I wonder. I think most of them are like forced, like this one.
努冰茶。
哪杯？
哼，
哎呦，
Yeah, one of those looks like Among Us. Sorry.
爱せぬサイレン。
It is awfully convenient that exactly 500 years passed. Because the timeline is that so from the original planet, I forget what it's called. They launched the whole island, and it took them. Did it take them time to travel, or did they like warp instantly? I forget. The dialogue is maybe a little bit vague. It either takes 500 years to travel the distance or 500 years to store the energy to make the trip instantly. Because when they get there, it takes 500 years for them to get back. But also it takes 500 years for Yi to recover from getting from getting killed, basically. He does basically die. And gets revived by the roots. Oh my goodness, that was a little close. I don't actually care about this. So why am I here? I don't care about you. I don't care about the mini boss. I think I go this way. Oh my goodness, that had to work out like that. Okay, I should not have rushed that, but... Right, and you need to open that up. What's gonna become increasingly apparent is I have very little health. And the game kinda takes its time to give you health upgrades, because you gotta find poison and you need like multiple poisons to get one health upgrade. Plus, you know, if you lose all your money constantly, you might not be able to afford the poison at all. Until, you know, there's a certain point where you explore enough and you just find a bunch of poisons. So I find that all of your health upgrades are kind of concentrated later in the game, or maybe like from the middle onwards. And so I guess I'm like, it's kind of normal that you have pretty low health in this area. Yeah, this section's a little bit slow. What is this? I don't think it's necessary, right? Oh, okay. That was a little close. And then this, it's funny, you have to go through all that effort to turn on that one. The second one is just like right here. Like, oh, that's way easier to get. But you might just like miss that it's here. Right, down we go. I wonder what percentage of this game is just cutscenes. And like dialogue, even though you can skip dialogue and make it somewhat faster. Also, it's funny, this whole sequence, like, oh, he needs to wait for the thing to charge up or whatever he's doing here. But if I skip all the dialogue and go through this in like 5 seconds, then it, wow, that was so much faster. How do you get it prepared in time? And why did you just stand here and wait for the doors to close? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I would like if you didn't do that, actually. Oh, shoot. That was great. This, I'm a lot worse at this boss because I've never, like, I fought them like twice ever, plus the rematch. But that one is like that fight is so chaotic. It's like kind of hard to focus on the actual pattern. Of course, they do use a red attack immediately. Oh boy. Okay, I was. That red attack is rough, especially since they can't do the skull kick to bounce off his head, the pogo, because that helps staying in the air. I just gotta deal with the whole arena being filled with explosions. It's like I try to use the talisman, but he's still attacking you. Yep, do it immediately again. Why don't you? I thought that was the last one. Also, I don't have like the fast recovery. I'm trying to parry out of the like the knocked out state, but you can't do that. Okay, I guess he just always starts with that attack. I think that's an opportunity to deal damage. Okay, don't do that though. I mean, I don't actually mind the original Ki Blast. It's actually probably the strongest one in the late game. No, he turned around. Okay, if I need to actually delay that a little bit. So, okay, I guess this doesn't really matter in the early game. But I find that in the late game, Water Flow just doesn't really deal that much damage. And there's other ways to deal damage other than constantly spamming the talisman. Because converting internal damage is pretty powerful. And it's kind of unnecessary to like do talismans more than just what is needed to like convert the internal damage. You know? And the full control is like pretty powerful if you find a good opportunity to use it. Did I just take damage and then parry it? What the heck? Maybe I should do this. Okay, this is kind of a stupid idea. I'll just use the talisman to build up internal damage. Use it kind of like Water Flow. Without actually detonating it. Yeah, unbounded counter does deal internal damage. Also, you just like killed most of that damage back. That was fast. Maybe this is a good way to do it. I don't know. I think the internal damage that the talisman inflicts is slightly higher than my base sword damage. So if I can just do that quickly, it also like dodges the swing at the same time. But his attack pattern is so unpredictable, unless there is some sort of pattern to it that I haven't learned yet. You can also heal, which is really bad because I have no DPS to counteract that. I mean, how much higher would my DPS be at this point in the game? I shouldn't have done that. Doing the talisman and the charge strike is just takes a little bit too long. Actually, I don't think I want to use the card strike. Because I can sneak in a few attacks like this. Or I can do whatever that was. Okay, don't do that. Not good. And all that damage. Oh no. I get it some space. No, right, come on. Oh, that also counted to cancel it. That was good. Bro. Bro. I guess he just always does this at low health. Okay, I need to like combo that with the talisman at the same time. Okay, goodness. So he's actually not dead right now. He's just chilling. It's like, oh shoot, I can't see. I guess I'll just sit here. That was a little bit more difficult than I expected. Time for this section. I don't think this will be that bad. Well, maybe a few parts of it. We'll see, we'll see. Wait, I'm wondering how worth it is to actually use. Oh, nice one. I actually wanted to hit that projectile, you know. I wonder how how worth it is to use the talisman, you know? This looks really bad. Okay. Because I could just use it quickly to inflict a little bit of internal damage. Or I could do the whole animation and do the explosion, right? Which, oh, nice hack. The explosion does a lot of damage, but also it takes a long time, and I can't move. So it's a little bit unsafe. Of course, if there's an opening, then, you know, that's when you want to use the talisman. But also, that might be an opportunity where I want to just do slashes, right? After unbounds. Well, that's, you know, for doing the internal damage, then it's valuable. But you only need to do the talisman explosion once for that, right? So at the end of a fight, when they like have taken a bunch of internal damage, then do one talisman explosion. I could do the quick talisman just to deal a little bit of internal damage real quick. Oh shoot. Hydraulic press. Oh damn, that worked. It does regenerate, but I'm gonna be trying to deal damage constantly anyways. And you gotta up your security, dude. Randomize the arrows a little bit. Let's make it somewhat difficult. No, I tried, oh shoot. That one Jade, where it's like your perfect parries deal internal damage. It's actually not that good. Well, I'm sure that over a whole fight against the boss that does a lot of attacks, yeah, it is probably good. The damage builds up, but on its own, it's very weak. It's not going to carry you through a fight. Whereas, like, the Jade that lets you do more unbounded counters, that one's very powerful. Okay, nice one. But you can definitely one-cycle them. Like, one extra unbounded counter deals so much internal damage. Whereas the parry does something like less than like a slash worth of damage. I don't know. It feels pretty insignificant. This is a really annoying cycle. And not really. I just kind of got unlucky. I don't know why I just stood there. Hey, at least I opened up all the doors. I think I was distracted by the enemy and I didn't notice that the reticule became red. Oh, nice. I really got to break this again. Also, welcome to the stream. Challenge. Remember which way is the shortcut. That was jank. I guess I'm not supposed to throw directly downwards. I actually kind of want to get rid of these enemies. Or maybe trigger that, and then I can... Or maybe you guys can shoot me. Okay, not like that. I'm gonna say shoot at me, but like not actually hitting. Wow, that was nice. I just have to wait a little bit for this. Alright, this boss is probably going to be really easy. I do like this boss fight. Even if some parts of this area are kind of annoying. So I feel like I've heard this sound before. Alright. I don't want to get stuck in a corner. I think the talisman is very good here. If you don't have an opportunity to deal damage. Well, I guess I could be doing that. Also, it's actually one of those shots that deactivates the robot. It's not like your attacks. That's how I thought it worked at first. I was greedy there. Also, I didn't recover my healing. I kind of wanted to have it so that when I get pushed back by the knockback should like put me in range of hitting the talisman immediately. I'll probably use it a little bit less with the extra laser getting in the way. Okay, I did the same thing again. And, okay. I tried to, like, attack and then parry right afterwards. Like that. Maybe you could do it if you're, like, perfectly spaced out, but that's really risky. Okay, the hitbox is pretty generous on that. Not that generous. I don't need to get super close. Well, yeah, closer than that. Maybe like a few extra hits like that. I'm trying to speed this fight up. I should really just try to survive and not die anymore. That was a lot better. Oh, that's a big hitbox. Okay, that was just an unfortunate series of events. I guess I could do an extra dash. Whoops, I did the same mistake again. Also, that does a lot of damage. I didn't really notice that. I guess at this point you're expected to have at least a few health upgrades, you know. Also, the music for this fight is very funny. Oh, I do have the charge strike. I forgot about that. Maybe I could use that a bit more. Yeah, absolutely. Although, I don't know if I can do a talisman and a charge strike. A little bit less committal than the talisman. Oh boy. You literally could just be running and you dodge that attack. Or I can do a mix of the talisman and the charge if I don't do the full explosion. I'm thinking of doing Cogmind. Whoops, of course I messed that up. Next week. I'm thinking of doing a schedule where it's like every week I do one Rainworld stream and then 2 Cogmind streams. And then maybe something else if it comes up. I'm hoping that I can complete this in 2 streams. Okay, so don't pick this up. I actually don't want that. Yeah, this part of like the memories too. Like it's like, oh, I don't want to preserve this stuff. It's not. It doesn't matter. And then later he's like, you know what? It does matter, and that's it. That's his story. And now, oh, we get to fight this guy. I would try to survive. I've practiced this fight a decent amount. Literal, just insane person. That still worked. Yeah, and this is the bridge over here, right? He's so much taller in the statue. It is interesting how the statues kind of exaggerate the souls. Hello, you're welcome, and goodbye. They're all cats. All the Solarians. No, I don't have the unbound counter, so this is slightly more difficult than the actual fight. Yeah, keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad approach, but also like hands unbound counter. Tragedy. The bird one, she is all about genetic modification.
文奇比森，
你是话起来，
And they actually talk about that later. They're like, oh, if you want to fly, just like add like avian genes.
哎，
哇，君，法丢，阿金，
再瞧，
Oh yeah, that transition. Oh, this is a fun cutscene. So, this game does this interesting thing where dying and respawning is like sort of canon, but also sort of not. Yi has regenerative abilities. That's definitely canon. Because of that one cutscene, and also the opening of the game with the Prime Runner roots. Right. So that's part of the game. But also like dying to a boss fight like 20 times and eventually getting around to killing them, that's like not canon. I think it's assumed that maybe you die a few times, but you know, it probably doesn't take like repeated attempts, because the bosses are always like, how did you defeat me? Even though they may have killed you like 20 times before, you know. At those logs. Part of the research. Like, oh, this guy can regenerate. Maybe that's like part of. That's something to look into for immortality. Anyway, this part of the game, can I do it without dying repeatedly? This is really a test of patience. If you want to, or if you can like not rush through everything. I can't dash through enemies now. I think you can actually just fight these guys straight up, even in this state. I don't know how worth it is to do that. This next boss, I'm very concerned about, by the way. They're one of those bosses that spawns in a bunch of enemies, so you know that might kind of overwhelm me a little bit. When I don't have Shadow Strike either. That's kind of bad for this section. Just want to be able to deal with the enemies quickly. Right. Luckily, I still deal enough damage. Not using the bow. I don't have the bow at all. And at this point, I can't get the bow, so... Oh, don't fall on my face. I'll have to wait for this whole cycle. So actually, if I need the bow to beat this fight, then I'm kind of soft locked. So I just need to actually win. Hey. Let's not risk that. Doing well so far. Can I charge strike? No, no charge strike. Yeah, this dog is actually a big problem. Well, they're sort of a problem. There we go. I don't know when they're gonna turn around. I definitely could have just gone for them right away. Playing it safe. Don't want to waste time trying to do this over again. I will unlock the shortcuts. I forget. I think I actually just need to continue here. Yeah, okay, wait for this guy. They don't see me either down there. Wonderful. You really didn't see that. How do I approach this? Because there's a lot of dudes here. Oh, now I have to wait for this. How convenient of them to have a bunch of pots lying around. Oh, and now this guy, they're like desynced in the worst way possible. Yep, turn around, please. I don't know if they can see me from down there. Yeah, at least I can make it up here. I didn't want to risk fighting that guy until they turn around. Okay, at least one of them. I think he's coming back up. Okay. Okay, the archer being there messed that up. I think I could have killed that guy. Unfortunate. I guess I should have waited another cycle. It's fine. I open up the shortcuts. This dog is unfortunately timed. Yep, you are over there. Also, cool statue in the background. Dragon? Yeah. Oh, and I can actually kind of optimize this a little bit. Take your view already. And then probably wait like 3 cycles for this to work out. Now they're back, but I'm sure the dude is here again. That's exactly what happened last time. No, they're actually a little bit early, so I could have killed them there. What a fun part of the game. I guess I don't really mind too much. It's pretty short. I forgot there's a plot from there, but I'm very glad there was. And now we get our stuff back, which is not much. I've not gotten that much stronger. How many skill points I'm gonna get by the end of this? And it is awfully convenient that directly. Ooh, that might have been close. Right after you get your abilities, there's a bunch of obstacles that require the abilities to cross. Isn't that nice? Brett, you unlock that later. Nice. And they make this really long so that you can't do it while the guy is there. You actually have to fight him. Conveniently made prison for escaping, yep. It's like a test, you know. If you get sent to prison, you gotta prove that you're capable of escaping. Ah. This is just not. Oh, no. Why is this here? What purpose does that serve? Drink the juice. All right, this might not go very well. Oh, just attacking them interrupts the animation. I'm going to try to take out the enemies as they spawn in. That was very quick. They're not too bad. suck. I think you can damage them while they're respawning. I should take out the flying guys. No, I didn't get the heal for that. I have like 0 health. Hello? Oh, and that actually kills the enemies for me. That's really convenient. Okay, wait for the health bar to show up and I can use this. I didn't see that. I should have parried that. Okay, that's a good way to deal with those. Oh, I thought it was dead. Hey! Calm down, guys. Oh, wait, they're all gonna die. Okay, luckily the health bar is a complete lie in that fight. That was... I'm surprised I actually did that. Imagine if that actually just continued the fight. If I didn't hit the confirm there. Wow, I expected that to be like one of the harder fights. I feel like I got really lucky there. That could have gone on for a while. Those parries at the end there. I'm very surprised I hit those. I half expected that to hit me. Okay, best ability coming up. This is gonna help so much. Just being able to deal internal damage while focusing on parrying. Although there is an upgrade in the skill tree that significantly improves how much internal damage the unbound counter does. So it's not gonna be that good, but it's gonna be decent, you know? If a fight is overwhelming with a lot of attacks, I could just focus on doing unbounded counters and instead of like trying to actually deal damage. I wonder, maybe they are still stronger than just using the sword or talisman. Do I actually need to fight these guys? I guess not.
어?
Now I'm not gonna have the Jade that lets you chain unbounded counters together, so I really like that Jade, but I won't be able to use it. It'll still be useful. I wonder how useful though. I guess I could check. I think the wiki does have some numbers. Nice one. This area might suck. I guess I should actually try to kill the archers so that they don't pile up. I'm pretty sure the unbounded counter is a one-shot anyway, so I don't really care about Okay, thank you for that. Nice shot. I held it for too long. Cool. Why'd I do it like that? Okay. Wait, do I actually need to go up there? You're gonna miss. Okay. You actually don't need to deal with most of the combat in that area. That's funny. You know, I'm making decent progress. Okay, I guess there's still... I kind of forget that the Soulscape area exists. That will take a little while to get through, plus the boss. I wonder how bad that boss will be.
Sir, Guili.
Ages per attempt, yeah. So it's a pretty long fight, even if you optimize your damage, which I'm not gonna have. But you know, there's actually a lot more opportunities to do unbound counters than you might think at first. Because pretty much every single one of her attacks can be unbound countered if you just sit there and wait for it. And have the charge prepared in advance. Oh, teleport? Wait, was that the... Yeah, I think so. This is the rumored thing. So sure, I'll go and do this again. Just quality of life. Hello again. He really is just floating. My computer's kind of... The fan is pretty loud right now. Oh, I guess I should probably use that teleport function that I have now. Shouldn't I? So I want to go over there. Yeah, alright. It's really satisfying how you can dash faster when going up slopes. Because it takes less time to hit the ground again. Okay, so I don't actually know what path you're supposed to take here. I think going this way, maybe? The timing. But like situations like that where you kind of are forced to parry, you might as well do an unbound counter, right? Also, it's not at all necessary to I need to go up here. It's not at all necessary to destroy the hammer guys. Just turn off the fire. You can totally get through this whole area without it. So yeah, there's a path leading this way. That dash is unnecessary. Alright, so that's G in the background. I guess he just goes around and just makes predictions about stuff. Someone else mentions that too, I think. Like, damn, Yi is really just gonna go around and kill everyone. Right, this area. This is a funny area. It's kind of a maze. Oh, don't dash into ceilings. So my computer is fine. Okay. Wait. Yep, goodbye. I don't know what to do. I don't want to deal with you guys, alright? That's a big statue in the background. Oh shoot. Not a good place to be. This is I'm not very familiar with this area because I feel like I've only ever seen people just like kind of wander around aimlessly, so I don't actually know the quick path. I do know that there's a mini boss here that is totally optional. You really can just run around them if you want. So if I can find that mini boss, then I know that I'm going in the right direction. He's not here. Oh, so something I kind of missed on my first run through this area. Most of the enemies that you fight in the game, the guards, they are from this factory. Or at least it's a similar process used to make them, even if they are made somewhere else. Oh, nice hitbox there, dude. Okay, I guess I need to fight this guy. Hold on a second. Okay, there's something going on outside. It's being kind of loud. Hopefully, you guys can't actually hear that. I need to rest. But I think I'm actually already pretty close to the end of this area. Yeah, I think so. So I can skip the mini boss, and then I think just like that is pretty close to the boss. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, right here. So, oh, knife range, but I'm just gonna leave. I wonder if I can make it up there early. Yeah, here we are. So it's actually a pretty short area. Something kind of surprising is just like how small these areas are if you just really run towards the end. And despite that, the game is still quite long, both casually and in a speedrun setting. I wonder if how long it takes to get this. If this would be like an actually good speedrun strat to weaken him. If it didn't take that long to go out and like grab that item, but I think it might actually take a while. Also, I would not want to be breathing that in. Alright, I have Unbound Counter now. Very little. Yeah, it's not a huge difference. It like makes him staggered a few times in the fight, so that's like a bit of free damage, but probably wouldn't make a huge difference. Alright. I don't really know the best approach for dealing with those orbs. Or not the things that he throws out. Because I don't really like jumping over them. Oh shoot. That's a mistake that I make kind of often. I try to unbound counter that one, but it doesn't really work if he does the green attack. Whoops. Oh, I dodged it anyway. Oh, nice shield. See, it's hard to react to which one he's gonna do. Okay, well, I don't have any heals left. It's really just the one attack that I'm struggling with. And that's all you need to take this much damage. You can go ahead and do that more often if you want. Oh, nice hitbox. look out for the green one. Like that. I almost messed up that timing. Okay, I guess just do that kind of every. Well, there we go. That's a very satisfying attack to parry. No double jump. That walk animation, dude. Nice one. Should be that? Okay. No heals, but full health. Really? That's your first move? It also is kind of strange that it doesn't stun him at all. Like, he does not care at all. Yeah, do more of that, please. Goodbye. I mean, he still has this whole thing to do. You know, it'd be sick if this game had a hard mode, which would add like some extra phases or even attack patterns bosses. It'd be sick to have an actual phase 3 for that, for this fight. Yeah, there's one attack there that's a little bit annoying where he either does a really quick 3-hit combo or 2 hits and then the green attack. So if you expect the 3-hit combo and you try to parry it, then you might not be prepared for the green one. You know, it is a little bit strange to me that the virus is such a big deal in the story, and yet some characters seem to completely ignore it. Like the people in the council, they're the one. Okay, so the whole plan is that everyone is put into cryo sleep, while the scientists try to figure out something, right? So the scientists, the souls, they should be most exposed, right? Since they're the ones who are not just staying asleep the whole time, right? They're actually trying to figure things out, and they do spend a decent amount of time sleeping, right? Do I actually have to talk to you? There's still a notification there. See if I can just head back to this area immediately. Like, Yi is totally fine throughout the whole game, except for like in these few moments where it kind of looks like he's sick, but not really. He's still kind of just chilling. And it kind of seems like the virus doesn't really affect them that much, most of the characters that we actually see, until they die. Whereas, you know, it seems like whatever happened... okay. Not yet. I guess there's a renode right here. Like whatever happened on their original planet, it was like a very sudden thing that happened, where like people were constantly getting infected and dying from it. Oh, he just shows up here? Well, damn, I'm not gonna help you. I literally can't help you.
Okay.
Okay, well now I can go back and look at the same area. That's great. But yeah, I mean, obviously they don't want you to miss out on a health upgrade. But he probably should have found some poison on his own. He's not like... Yeah, he's gonna be like that for the entire rest of the game. Like, damn, I guess it's not that serious. I guess you don't really need poison that bad. I guess I could have teleported. Wow, suddenly this room is so different. So this is all fake, right? This is an illusion. That's definitely true. And I guess the room kind of being hidden before is also an illusion. That pose. This area kind of takes a while. It's very linear, so I can't like skip half of it. So this actually might be the longest area in this whole run.
Sorry.
I think I only need to talk to her twice. Or I actually have to do this. Okay, goodbye. So, me trying to rush through this area is probably going to make me fall more often. Than actually help me go quickly. So, actually be patient. Also, I can't run. I'm used to running constantly. Oh, there we go with the... Well, actually, I can just skip that. Unnecessary platform right there. I had to press dash again. Oh man, you really can skip some of this if you know the layout. Also, apparently this animation right here, the like glitching effects, this was not in the original version of the game, or at least it was not on release. I saw someone, I watched someone play this and they did not see that. I think I need to talk to you one more time. Am I doing this myself? It's been going pretty good so far, actually. I actually didn't need to do anything there. It's been like 2.5 hours and I'm already at about the halfway point. I mean, it will get more difficult. I'm expected to have more upgrades the further I go, so... Yep, no skills, so... I have no Jades. I have no... All of these are just abilities that I've unlocked that are necessary. So air dash, unbounded counter, charge strike. Oh damn. That background. It distracted me so much I accidentally did an unbounded counter for no reason. I'm actually very confident with some of the later game bosses. I don't think they will be that bad. I'm kind of concerned about some of the like arena fights in the late game though, where it's just like swarms of enemies, because then my DPS is going to be a concern if I can't clear out enemies faster than they spawn in. The hallway. Yeah, the hallway. And also using the base talisman to try to like kill the mutants. That's gonna be annoying. So I made a video this very challenge. I'm aware of that. I'm in fact not the first person to do this. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. Out of the prison. Yeah, that's probably really rough. I'm sure you could get by if you just anger the guards and then just parry their attacks while moving forward. But that sounds like a pain because you kind of have to clear, or it's much easier to clear out the guards first and then make progress, right? But I have noticed it is, oh my goodness, it is very easy in a lot of areas. Why am I struggling so much with this part? Literally just do this. I'm talking at the same time. It is quite easy in a lot of areas just to run past all the enemies. Oh right, you have to... Oh yeah, that's so possible. Yeah, the prison boss, how would you ever do that? How would you just kill the boss without also killing the minions? I guess you can let the boss kill them for you, but then you have to survive for a super long time. It's actually kind of impressive just to make it that far in the first place. Because there's other like forced fights, right? There's at least one that I know you can skip. Although I don't know how many of them are necessary. So like actually have to kill the enemies, or if you just need to survive for a certain amount of time. Yeah, the bow like gives you a bit of recoil. I don't actually have the bow right now. Is that 3D? Is that flower 3D? Because the bow is not really necessary, right? You don't actually need it for anything. So I just didn't pick it up Ow. I'm dead. I have, like, no health at all. I know it's cinematic, but I would like to see the UI. And especially in the hallway, too. They really need to hide your health. Actually, it's not even very cinematic. I don't think it makes a difference whether there's UI there or not. Hypeyard skin. Vengeful Spirit from Hollow Knight. That's the projectile in that game that lets you skip a few areas if you use its recoil to push yourself forward. You have to shoot backwards. It's actually really difficult because it does not recoil you that much, and you fall very quickly. So you need to what happened there? Do I need to kill that enemy? Also, I find it very strange that there's like one regular enemy just chilling here. I guess they wanted to show this effect of them being like hidden. So now the platform is here. Oh, I just don't need to. I mean, they really should have just made a unique enemy for this area. Same with this boss. Why is this boss like a regular like robot enemy? They should have made something more fitting of this environment, but whatever. It's kind of an interesting boss. Whoops. Hey, they get stunned from the talisman, so I need to use the talisman constantly. Nice one. Although I don't have a double jump yet, so it's a little bit hard to track them. So what are you doing way on the corner of the screen? What was I stunned like? 5? Why is that so hard to parry? Impossible. Parry like a sphere. And the music here is actually really good. Why do they make such good music for this like one fight with like a random enemy? Or not like a main boss. I wonder if that was possible. No! Why, I hit them anyway. Why are you way over there? I guess he just teleports relative to your location and not the arena. I love how much your abilities get reset in the air. Like you can chain together so much. Oh, I didn't expect that to hit me. No, okay, I knew the moment I missed that. Nice one. More than Hollow Knight? I like a lot of things about this game more than Hollow Knight. But that's probably just me not liking Hollow Knight that much. Oh, that was great. I feel like the way that I feel about this game is probably like the way that Hollow Knight fans feel about Hollow Knight. Okay. I really don't like when that happens, when I just barely miss the orb, because I think the parry hit, or like, yeah, the parry hitbox is a little bit high. Oh, he really does just shoot a random projectile at you. I never saw that. Yeah, missing that. That is really bad. I should use the charge strike more. I keep forgetting that I have that. Probably because I tend to use charge strike in conjunction with Jade, that makes it stronger. You have the stun lock? Oh, yeah, thank you. Very important tip? Well, I don't want it. Sorry. Don't die. Oh. Yeah, alright then. Actually resets your charge, that's funny. Okay, I'm missing everything. Why does this boss feel like I'm supposed to have the double jump? What the heck? Okay, that's a new death. That actually happens to me to one of the like enemies in the farm area. The guys that kind of like lob a bunch of projectiles at you, I got hit by all of them at once. Nice dodge. Nice extra projectile. I still get hit by that somehow. Oh, I need to delay that one. That's what I need to do. hit him a few times, and then do that. Why am I trying to double jump? How is this the hardest boss so far? Nice dodge. You really can't just don't like this guy. Until he hovers slightly higher than normal and you can't hit him. Yeah, just go over there. Why don't you? Okay, I figured it out. Wow, what an easy fight. There we go. I don't think I have a talisman charge, so I'm not gonna try to skip that. And it seems like it's actually a higher platform anyways. Oh yeah, it's this section. What a cool area. You can actually see this early. If you hit the flower that surrounds you and the like dark effects thing, you can just return to the previous area and see this before this point. Anyway, auto scroller time. Yippee. Honestly, maybe this area drags on for a little bit too long, but I think it's kind of okay, considering that you know, the details in the environments. You're not just doing platforming and stuff. You're also like, wow, this is a messed up area. Like if they had less interesting environments, then I think it'd be a bigger problem that this goes on for kind of a long time. Slow down, man. Whoa. No, I keep finding all the like weird like glitches and stuff, and they're not really glitches. They're just like it's jank. I keep finding jank. I just stand there. You can kill this guy. Yeah, there's an opportunity for you to get rid of the turret. Those enemies always die in one hit, even at the weakest damage possible. I feel like this platform is meant to disappear so that you have to like follow the nymph and then like jump over those spikes like multiple times, but you can just stand still. All right. Very spooky, very scary warning, by the way. Thank you very much. All right. Now this boss will be very interesting. I think second phase is going to be the biggest problem. Third phase, first and third phase are not that bad. Yeah, it will be a long fight. I like how Yi is still like, surely now is the time to try to figure things out. Surely this is not too far. Pretty good damage output. I mean, first phase is very short, of course, but The main problem is that it's really hard to use the charge strike in the second phase. That was a lot of my damage. Ah, agree. And you can actually like double counter those. And if you hit the counter, it actually reveals the right one. I hate when that happens. Oops. Oh, you're not getting away. Okay. Kinda I'm down counter too much. I'm not that used to this strategy. I've only used it a handful of times. But it does deal internal damage. Oh, that was the real one. So that's a big way to optimize this fight. Nope, idiot. Did she regenerate? And oh, I was so close to hitting that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think part of the fun in this is like trying to optimize your damage despite not having them upgraded at all. Just only using the sword, it just kind of takes a long time and it's less interesting, I think. I didn't have a charge. All right. Also, maybe I should use the charge strike if she's doing the ground attacks. Bad. Okay, I need to like have it prepared in advance. I'm not gonna use the charge strike, it's just distracting me. Of course that was the real one. You can see the effects though. I almost hit that. No, apparently there's a way to unbound counter this attack that's coming up. I'm not going to try to do it because I've not practiced it at all. And I should start using the card strike again. Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I so thought I was dead there. I guess I recovered enough of my internal damage. It's a bit annoying sometimes when there's a green attack that you want to counter, but you're already in the air, and by the time you land, you get hit by it. I really like that fight. It's cool the ways that you can optimize it. Like, the charge strike is good in the first and third phase, but not really the second phase. But the third phase has ways to like improve it as well. Like doing more unbound counters for internal damage. Oh yeah, this scene.
Xì đuôi giặc
Trình độ thế.
nọ bươn.
Plot armor. You know, there's one of the scenes with Hang earlier where she talks about how she talks with the primordial roots, and he is like, "Don't, you're making stuff up." I think that is like, oh, I'm still like almost dead. That is I think that is like the explanation for why Yi can regenerate. Because his sister like has a connection with the roots. Wait, I'm already here. Well, as an explanation for why that happens in the first place. Is it this? Yeah. I wonder how much further I can get. I probably want to get as far as I can, because I'll try to beat the game tomorrow, but... Oh yeah, double jump. This is really important. I'm not a... I think one minor problem that I have with this game is the way that they just kind of give abilities to you. Like Hollow Knight, this is something that Hollow Knight does really well. Where the abilities that you get have like some sort of context to them. Like you go to the Mantis people, and that's where you get the Mantis Claw, which lets you wall jump. And you shoot, is there another example? the crystal heart. The crystal dash. That's a cool area. There's like more like built up and like, you know, explanation for what the abilities are instead of just you just kind of. I mean, I guess this whole area is kind of the explanation, but it feels like sometimes you just kind of are playing through the game and then, oh, here's an ability. Like, oh, that's convenient that this ability helps me out in this area. Actually, the whole Metroidvania thing, I know that a lot of Metroidvania fans played this game and were slightly disappointed by the lack of like exploration and non-linearity. That's probably why I like this game a lot more. Like, yeah, I don't... Actually, like, the running around and exploring stuff, that is like my least favorite part of the game. Except for when the exploration leads to mini-bosses. I really like the mini-bosses. Honestly, maybe more than some of the main bosses. It's like some random enemies here and there that are really strong, like the guy with the spear or the other guy that has a really fast attack.
都以我唐宁。
Yeah, like sometimes some random enemy will just show up and have a really crazy attack pattern. It's like, oh, that was like really fun to learn. And it's like when a boss gets repeated multiple times, I actually don't really mind at all. Because it's like, oh cool, I get to fight this enemy again. I get to do this attack pattern that I've learned. Like the enemy variety is actually pretty good in this game. But honestly, whenever an enemy is repeated, especially the like mini bosses, like the elites, I actually like really enjoy it. Like, oh, I get to fight this guy again because there's no way to refight them in the battle memories. I'd honestly like it if that was a feature. If you could also refight the mini bosses alongside the souls, even though they're pretty simple. Like I think a boss rush doesn't exactly work because there's only 10 bosses. But if you add in the mini bosses too, that's like okay, that's like a decent amount of stuff for like one boss rush. And also if it let you pick your which upgrades you have, because you're kind of maxed out to begin with. Like you have the whole skill tree, you have all the items, you have all that stuff, you know. And the bosses are buffed to account for that, but it'd be cool if you could fight them same way that you would fight them in the game.
Gano.
Also, this game, this world feels so empty, which I think is a good thing. Oh, I do no damage. I got used to like one-shotting those guys with the Shadow Strike. What was I just saying? I totally forgot. Maybe I'll try to do one more boss. If I can get through this area quickly. This is the area that I struggled with the most, exploration-wise. No! Oh my goodness. How many times did that happen? Like 3 times this run? Like the only ways that I've died normally, outside of some bosses, is like getting comboed like that. They're not... Actually, I don't think there's any iframes at all. Only on like your dodge and the bow and stuff like that, but... like, if you get hit by 20 attacks, you take 20 hits of damage, you know. Oh no, he has my money. These like drilling... Oh. I got my money back anyway. The enemies that dig underground, they're probably my least favorite enemy, next to the archers with the instant attack. Or the red archer. Like these archers, I like these archers because you could parry 3 times in a row. That's fun. Yeah, sniper with snipers. Especially because the timing is a little bit awkward to get used to. It takes some time to learn that. So before you learn it, you just kind of get like destroyed by their attacks at a distance because you can't time the unbound counter. Oh right, this one. It means with the spikes on them, they're not. I don't feel like they're a big problem. You like hit them once and the spikes go away. And they're really slow with their attacks. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Getting key for the talisman. I have to use it to kill the mutants. It's not like I can use like water flow and then use like, you know, stockpile like 5 charges. Oh, so like kill one and then get a charge and then kill another and then just... Damn, he didn't even see me. I was moving so fast. Okay, how do you do this puzzle quickly? Do I remember? I think... Can't you actually skip this? Hold up, I want to try this for a little bit. Actually, I think I know how to do this, but I'm going to try to do it this way instead. How does this benefit me, though? I actually kind of forget. Like, yeah, I can go up here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't have the map filled out, of course. Something very satisfying about Metroidvanias, though, is when you learn the map and you don't have to look at the map in game anymore. You just kind of know. Especially in like Hollow Knight, where usually you use the Wayward Compass. So I know in my first playthrough, I definitely had that equipped constantly. Oh, I don't need to kill these guys. Yeah, I basically had the compass equipped all the time. But then at some point it's just like, you know what? I don't need it anymore. I'm just gonna feel my way around the map. And then, you know. I'm kind of surprised at how well I know the map in this game, even though I, just played it recently. But I guess that's part of it, I played it recently and I did multiple playthroughs. And, one of those playthroughs I searched very thoroughly for all the items. See, they're the worst. You can't even just run past them and pretend they don't exist. I find it really fun. Oh, nice shot. There's like a regular archer there, like one of the weakest ones. Probably because they didn't want to annoy you too much by putting a really strong archer on that like tiny little platform. I just think that's funny. Like there's all like this is like, these are like some of the more difficult enemies in the game, and then just some like dude from the very beginning. Might as well open this up. I kind of feel like I could beat the whole game today, but also I remember that the last section kind of goes on for a long time. And also might be really difficult. So I think I'll probably end the stream after this boss.
所以，哈哈哈，来青來，
Oh, I'm kind of close. So this is... I have not practiced this fight that much, but it's also not that difficult. And I can also heal for free. Oh, I don't do much damage to this. And I also take a lot of damage. They just missed. I could've just stood still. Why are they missing? Be a little bit more accurate. You gotta spend an awful amount of time just standing still. Snap mistake. Yep. Oh, nice dodge. That's cool. That's like, I really like that attack. That's just phase one. Definitely fights are getting longer.
者入波形。
Okay. And I die immediately. I forgot that. I forgot that attack started with the red ring. Honestly, G is probably like a B tier fight. I mean, like not my favorite, but definitely pretty cool. Just feels like there's like not much going on. I messed up and I lost all my health. That's a problem. Yeah, I need to get rid of that thing quickly. Why did they miss? They should be more accurate. Also, I'm kind of getting used to like when I should use a charge strike or not. Like, should I just hold it constantly? I'm not sure. I guess you can still parry it even if it misses. Also, in general, projectile hitboxes are very lenient. It's as if the hitbox of a projectile is at the very back of it. Like, as far back as possible. So the projectile can basically be inside of you, but you can still parry it. So it kind of makes this entire fight a lot easier. That's the way to do that phase, for that attack. Okay, this is going a lot better though. Oh, maybe I have to let them drop the healing first. I'm almost at full health anyway. I'm not gonna try to get any damage in that phase. And okay, just insta kill. Yeah, phase 2. It's not even difficult. I just forgot. Okay, but I feel like I have phase 1 down mostly. The charge strike is pretty good. Or if I really wanted to, I could not use it. Maybe feel a bit more fitting for the challenge. To like not use any Maestro abilities. Okay, I only do 3 attacks there. I keep messing that up in the same way. I literally just said. Nice one. Yeah, great. Good job. That's not even hard to dodge at all. How nice of them to lower the elevator every time. I don't need to break that immediately. Well, it's gonna break right now. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure the best way to approach that. Wow, that extra stun actually helps a lot. Why did I turn around? Damn range. Nice one. I'm so surprised I can actually hit that parry. These imperfect parries can actually be a really big problem. Like, oh, it's just internal damage I can recover, but it means that if I'm really low, then any attack. I almost did the same thing. Good job. I would like a heal, please. Got a lot of health there. You want to keep doing that pattern? That'd be great. Thank you. I could be doing a little bit of extra damage there. Like so much free damage in that phase for no reason. The different version. Like one hit. And that's a bit of a downside of possibly charging the charge straight. I don't actually need this help. This one. Wow, that was so late. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm surprised I messed that up. That would have been really bad. Bad, lower health. Cool fight. Yeah, it definitely feels like... I mean, I guess the point is that he's not actually trying to win. Literally gives you heals in the middle of the fight, so... And this is a key item. I actually have to pick that up. I'm sure the next fights will also go very well. Alright, so tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I can immediately continue to that area. Tomorrow. Only that? Oh, because I haven't been picking up the fruit, right? The fruit give you a lot of skill points. That's a big part of it. Yeah, I have absolutely nothing. I picked up this jade accidentally. But I'm not using it, of course. Don't even have the bow. Don't have any of these. So hopefully I'll finish this tomorrow. I'm actually pretty confident. I've practiced the bosses enough. Yeah, sword damage. And talisman. I've practiced the bosses enough. I don't think there will actually be a big problem. The main concern is like that one hallway. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad if I use like charge strikes and the talisman as well. And I know that it's like a few of the mutants with like the like explosion, the mutants that explode afterwards that kind of clear out everyone. So if I can get rid of them, the problem is that if there's like 10 enemies, how am I going to talisman the correct one and then not get hit while doing the explosion? You know. So that's maybe the most, potentially the biggest problem, as well as there are a few other combat sections around that area. There's also like that one elevator. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I should have plenty of time because we're pretty much already at the end. It's just 2 more areas to go through. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.